Right. Well, it seems like that happens in life. When people form these opinions, they automatically form judgments. So something like that, when you have a high profile case and you go to trial, it's like if you already have a public opinion against somebody, how do you navigate that?
It's hard, it's very difficult. In fact, I think one of the cases I talk about in the book, I represented a Catholic priest, and obviously we're all aware of the sexual misconduct that happens in the clergy, and it's been very publicized, and it was really national attention was drawn to it. So much so that the church had to become involved and have some oversight and supervision of this and really come down hard on this. So I had a priest that I represented accused of a sexual abuse of a younger woman. She was a minor under the law. I felt very much that the deck was stacked against us as we walked into the courtroom. And in fact, in my opening statement at the time, the movie Spotlight had come out, and I think Mark Ruffalo played the attorney in the case. Um, and I don't think I had even seen the movie. I think I saw a trailer to it, and I said to the jury, look, you have got to leave your biases and your prejudices outside the courtroom. This is not the place. And you took an oath as a juror that you could fairly and impartially hear this case and listen to the evidence and evaluate it. And I'm asking you to do that. And I know some of you may have watched this movie and just seen it because it was just out at the time. I forget what year that was. And I said, you know what? That's not the case here. You've got to be objective and listen with an open mind and not come to a predetermination based upon the fact that you saw a movie and this was happening in that movie and these priests were guilty of committing these offenses. That's not the case here. You have to be a blank slate as you walk in this courtroom. And, I was very, very much committed to that, and making sure that that resonated. And I literally walked from one juror to the next juror to the next juror. And we had, it's a jury of 12, but we have two alternates. So it was 14 people sitting in the jury box. And I made sure that I went through and I looked at each one of them in their eyes and spoke to them and spoke to them from my heart and said, look, this is important. This is a person's life on the line here.